Listen, man, everything Kanye said, it's look like it's happening.
How do you guys feel about that?
I didn't. I took that video and I put it in the chat, and I said I didn't like it. Only because first of all, y'all know how I feel about Ice Spice. I'm rooting for anybody from the Bronx. Love it.
No, but shit on her. It's cool.
But the only thing is, Ice Spice will be categorized as what we call, quote unquote, I think the girls call a pussy rapper. Correct?
Is she a pussy rapper? I wouldn't put Ice Spice in
her signature move is bending over and slapping.
I mean, her signature bars. That nigga's a munch. He ate it for lunch. Like,
but she went like a different angle. She's not suggesting like how wet it was. She's more so like saying it was a meal for.
He's munching that pussy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I thought the girls referred to Ice Spice as a pussy rap, or they call it what it was, pussy rap.
I don't think she has enough songs out yet to determine that. Because even the other joint with Eddin's favorite artist, the Boys a Liar shit, I don't think is pussy rap.
Oh my gosh, shout out to Pink Patches.
Is it? Love her.
I mean,
I guess pull up Ice Spice's verse.
I can't tell you.
I just wouldn't think that song would be in like the pussy rap category, but she might be talking about.
Nah, that verse is definitely. Yeah.
But I mean,
she's getting.
But I mean, in the video, in the North video, like I put in chat, you know, it's the lyrics, and then she turns around and kind of like, you know, has her. I'm gonna say her back. It's a little girl. I'm not gonna, you know, she had her back to the camera.
She's like 20-something.
As a dad, I wouldn't want that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
No,
I would. Yeah, like I wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? But it's funny though, because I'm on here saying it. Ice Spice. I know the kids are gonna like her because of her look. She looked like she can be an emoji. She looked like she can be a character.
We all loved Annie.
Yeah, we love. She has that whole Annie look going on. She's like the hood Annie. But at the end of the day, as a dad, I'm just thinking about what Kanye said and why he wouldn't want his daughter on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's for things like this. You know what I mean? I don't think that he would want his daughter reciting these lyrics, doing these dances, because it's a sick world we live in. I know that. It's a sick fucking world that we live in. And as a dad, your job is to protect your family from and keep them from a lot of harm coming their way and keep a lot of fucking weird motherfuckers away from them. So
all I'm saying is China would never.
China
would never.
Oh yeah, no.
They wouldn't allow this.
No. They definitely wouldn't allow this.
I thought you meant Black China.
No, she would.
Is that an entendre with the Kardashians?
Yeah.
She would have been in the
That's
video.
why I was like, China?
She was like, no, got it wrong. Do it again.
China.
With Rob?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I just felt like, you know, this is what Kanye was trying to avoid when he said he didn't want his daughter on TikTok, was viral videos and moments and you know, reenacting songs like this.
Yeah.
And we just talking about not just Kanye as a dad.
Right.
Of a young girl, you know, of a young girl, a daughter. You just don't want certain, you know, things on the internet of your daughter doing.
It's like, who's saving? There's like this thing going on about how young girls in videos, you know, people can save videos like on Instagram as well as TikTok.
Yeah.
People are, I don't know,
saving
validity to it or what the angle is, but there's this whole narrative that people that are saving these videos are like the creepy guys that are just interested.
I could see that
girls.
though.
Which is probably some of it, yeah, for sure. So like for that part of it as well, like I have a niece that's 9 years old, she's probably around the same age as North. Like I can't even fathom if she were to do stuff like this. I'd be like
listen, I have nieces that are over 24 or 5 years old, and when I see their Instagrams and I see when they on vacation wearing bikinis and stuff, just as an uncle.
Yeah,
I'm just like, yo, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, weird. Like, I'm about to kill every dude in their comments. And it's like, yo, your niece is 25.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, she's a college graduate. She has a job. Like, she's a grown woman. That's just me as an uncle. Like, nah, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
So as a dad, and your daughter is 10, 11, 12 years old, I can only imagine, you know, how certain things you just don't want to see your daughter on the internet doing.
Yeah. But it's only going to get worse.
Yes.
Like, and you say you want to have kids. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
They're going to be grown eventually.
Mm-hmm.
There is kind of no avoiding some of this.
Right.
And this isn't...
Because then you have to be the weird controlling parent too. Like, what is the middle ground there?
Yeah, but you have to be a controlling parent until a certain age. Like, you know, after a while, you think that you've instilled enough in your kids to where they just know what decisions to make and they know how to, you know, conduct and carry themselves when they go out in the world as young adults. But as a kid, you know, 10, 11, 12 years old, like you have... That's when you're supposed to be as difficult and as, you know, as hard as a parent as you can be, because we do know that this world is sick. There are people online that, you know, are trying to bring harm to children and things like that. Like, we don't have to talk about it. We see shows, we see clips every day that go viral with people catching predators and things like that. And, you know, it's like these people are out here. They exist. And especially when you're the kid of somebody as famous as her parents are, you have a bunch of eyes on you.
But I think that's a foreign concept in the Kardashian-Jenner household, is to be a private citizen. Their whole existence, their lives are a TV show. So it would be weird, say, if North to be in that household, to be around, you know, her aunts and uncles and her own mother, who's, you know, the biggest of them all celebrity wise, to just be in hiding and to not be seen. She'd be like, well, why aren't I a part of this? So I'm not faulting North at all, but it's like, also, she's a product of her environment. So she's going to do what she sees her parents do, well, including Kanye to some extent. But I
don't think she should be rapping Kanye lyrics either.
She's born into the business. Like, she's a part of the brand.
we know a lot of celebrities that have kids that are born into the business.
We don't see
but
this version,
the family is the business.
But this is okay. But this is what Kanye was trying to protect his.
I'm with
children
Kanye,
from.
but like this stuff, this is going to happen. I don't want, like, it's going to get worse. I don't know if like worse is the correct term, but how about like for better? It's not going to stop. This is going to continue to happen. She also has the reach to draw a portrait of Ice Spice, and then the next week have her in her fucking living room dancing with her best friend wearing her chain. Like, they can get anyone they want in these videos.
Like Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And also, Kanye's a little hypocritical. I'm not saying people can't change, because, I mean, he has, but he was fully probably 50% as far as pushing this family shit in the beginning. Like, this attention shit was just as much his fault as it is Kim's when they were together.
I agree. It's just that level of exploitation is just kind of weird. Like, it's different from
Kanye encouraged his wife to put her vagina on the internet. Like,
different.
double standards, but
Different.
I get it.
This is at the expense
This is a kid.
of
no,
their daughter.
but no, I'm saying to the point that you're saying she's in this environment that is so forward facing, and that is the family business, is to just be everywhere. I'm saying Kanye was a full participant, if not heightened it and encouraged that stuff
Kim
in
knows
this
better,
environment.
though.
So Kanye's getting mad at an environment that he created, which he can do. Like, you can be like, damn, I was wrong this entire time, and I don't want my daughter to go through this shit for sure. Yeah. But you fully participated in this too, bro. Like, you can't just shit on Kim and say like she's the bad mom or she's the bad parent when you were fully invested in making this family business happen.
And the idea of you guys eventually becoming fathers, is it almost like worrisome that they'd look up to the Megs and the Cardis and the Ice Spices?
It's not. I mean, listen. Music is entertainment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like, I grew up, you know, listening to. I used to have to sneak to listen to the Doggy Style album when Snoop first put that out. Like, I used to have to, you know, like, it was a lot of music I can only consume when I wasn't home. Or we would go to one of my boys' house and we would all be in the room with the volume low, listening to it. Like, so your kids are gonna find this stuff, and now it's more accessible because they have smartphones, they have internet right in their palm.
Yeah.
So they're gonna see things.
Don't even need to sneak.
Yeah, like it's you know, it's hard to just completely keep your kids away from certain things. But I do understand what Kanye was saying. Like, he just doesn't want his daughter to fall into this, to where now she's posting these videos. And like you said, because of who her parents are, these artists will show up to her living room next week and shoot a viral video with them. So it's like, it's a real, you know, and like I said, I'm all for kids having fun. I'm all for kids, you know, listening to music and finding little parts of the song to have a dance to and just post, because that's, you know, that's just the era that in the generation that we're in.
Yeah.
But like I said, when you're doing this and then you're listening to your daughter's listening to somebody like Ice Spice who has lyrics that you don't want your daughter reciting. Let's just be honest. Like, and then it's like certain things that Ice Spice does, turns it back to the camera, you know, shows her shape, her figure. You don't want your daughter doing that on the internet.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's tough because you have to be a parent first. You have to love your kids and protect your kids, but you also understand that, bro, they're gonna find their way to this.
Yeah. And
but it's
actually,
like,
the more you try to keep them from it, they're gonna want that shit even more.
So it's tough. Being a parent in this generation is not easy, especially when, like I said, her parents are who they are. It's very tough. But I understand what he was trying to protect his children from, and I think this is what it was. I don't want my kids to fall into this type of thing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with young girls looking up to Meg or Cardi or anything. That's just where the parenting comes in, where you have to explain
Like these are
things
great
to them, and
there's a
also
theme.
the positive things about Meg is a college graduate, like
Exactly.
she's a businesswoman, like it's not just pussy. Like that's where you kind of have to. All right, I know she's gonna rap along to this. It kind of just is what it is. It's a generational thing.
There's
just
themes.
as long as they understand both sides of it, I think it's fine for them to look up. So like Cardi has so many businesses that are incredible.
Exactly.
Like there is positive in it. It's just sometimes pussy
The thing that
sounds better.
scares me is there's like science behind when people get likes and like follows, all that stuff. It has the same dopamine release as drug addiction.
Yeah.
So when a kids are this
Crazy.
impressionable and a kid in North's position that has such a large reach, when she does a collaboration with an artist like this, sees that this gets viral, trending on Twitter, 10 times more likes than a post of just by herself, she's going to want to keep chasing that high as any shit. We're adults to have similar, addictions. She's a child. She's like super impressionable. So, and I fear, and I could be wrong, but I fear that Kim, knowing as any good mother would probably want to do what makes her daughter happy, also having the reach that she has, can get more of these people in their living room, in their house, and keep feeding that addiction that can develop. And then that's when it can get a little dicey. That's what makes me nervous.
That and North becoming a rollout.
Exactly.
Or just other,
that
like,
part.
because this is going to work. And it's working.
It's working.
So
It will continue to
it's
work.
definitely going to continue.
Ice Spice showed up for a reason.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear
Whoever
about that.
set that up, brilliant.
Let's be very clear about that. She showed up and did that video for a reason.
Like-
she knows what that's gonna do for her. Like, you know what I mean? And that's just weird in itself.
Is it?
Absolutely. Like, you know that you doing a video with this young girl and you know what it's gonna do for you online?
Is it?
Absolutely.
When you have conversations with publicists and all like that, that's weird.
Though it's weird that people are now going to start trying to use North as a rollout and to get impressions.
There's
and
other
to help-
kids that
she
are
could
like
say-
that, though.
Yeah.
Ice Spice could say,
Yeah,
it's
but
clear that Northwest
other
has been a
kids
big
don't-
fan of Ice Spice.
What about child
So-
actors and stuff like that? We
No,
use
there's
them all the
that.
time.
Just to keep it in music, there's that jazz reporter who's like that little. She's a little girl that does reporting with for artist interviews. She
Yeah, I know
did a
what
J.
you're talking
Cole interview.
Yeah.
So like she did a Jay-Z one. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not saying Cole and Jay-Z are using her for obviously
No, I
that's
get what
not
you're
how that
saying.
relationship works.
Yeah.
But I think it's similar in the sense of like they have their own platform that they can provide to
Yeah,
other
but all of
people.
those kids, guess what? Their parents aren't Kim Kardashian and
That's
Kanye
true.
West.
Yeah, that's where it all gets
Yeah,
dicey.
okay.
I mean, it's
understand
just
what I'm saying?
unfortunate because the only time celebrities went towards kids was Make-A-Wish kids. Now it's just TikTokers.
Yeah,
It's no more cancer kids.
that's the spectrum.
They said, "Fuck Make-A-Wish."
Yeah.
Well, whatever we talking about doesn't matter. I can guarantee you all that Kanye is pissed off about that.
100%.
That's all I'm saying about that is that this is exactly what he was trying to
Well, he's back on
He'll
Instagram.
have some To Catch a Predator bar somewhere soon.
oh, absolutely.
NewRoryNMal.